Hello, one and all. Welcome back to Cymatic TV. Wow, those sunspot there that's coming round that was giving Atlas, Three Eye Atlas, loads of trouble. Looks like it will be giving the Earth loads of trouble. Not quite facing Earth at the moment, as I went into on the energy update as well, and how that's sort of like affecting the consciousness of us and the understanding that's coming through from that big consciousness sort of shift that's happening today and the next few days that are coming up. And since that video, putting it out this afternoon, there's been a very big M flare, X flare, sorry. It's not quite in the direction of the Earth. So, it's not quite in the direction of the Earth. Let's just have a look at it. Let me just bring that up there now. So here we go. Here it is here. What we're looking at is this particular section, which is just up here. This is that sunspot there that we're looking at the moment. It's confronted with a coronal hole, and there is also a filament energy that's going through here. So we do have all the elements going together. And it has been a lot of plasma that's been coming out of that sunspot. But this time here, because it's cleared its wheels a little bit, it seems to be a much more cleaner eruption. There is quite a bit of plasma, and we'll look at that in a minute. But in the meantime, let's just go through, as you can well see. Let me just put this into thing. As you can well see, let me just play that through here. You can see this section here. It starts bubbling away as you can see nicely. There's a little bit of electricity that goes between the equivalent of the negative and the positive polarities of the sunspot. And then we get this whack. Here it comes now, and it's not just one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 short bursts that kept it going for some time, because it's just happening at this moment as we speak. So this is the X-ray flux here, the updated one from the energy update that I did. And you can see this X flare that comes out here off the back of all these M flares here, which has been coming from the same area. And as I say, there's several things that are going on here with the eruption. As I reckon it's very electric in its eruption. And let me just take you back here a little bit as we go back through the eruptions. At some point, that there you can see there the change, the magnetic electrical discharge that it's doing in each eruption is quite phenomenal. Look at that. That's coming. It just disturbs the whole image straight away, which comes off of that. And there is that plasma that you can vaguely see there going off in the background. There is another view which is much better of seeing it. Let's just see it on the 304 angstroms, as it were. Let me just get into that. Hang on a second. I'm just trying to pull it up now. Sorry. Here it is here. So let me just, you can't see it yet. There you go. Here it is there. And let me just take that back to the beginning. So similar sort of thing. You're looking at this section here. This is all of that eruption. There's that coronal hole that's just going out. You've got the filament energy that goes underneath there. And then you get the electricity that's going on. And then with the eruption, there is quite a large sort of plasma ejection. There is no doubt about it. It's reasonably big. Look at the size of the Earth, which is just up there. And if I just take you back over that eruption, there it is coming out there. It comes out with several blasts. As I say, I think the sun has cleared its wheels, as it were, in regards to that sunspot. And you can see here in this section here, if you look into that section there, you can see the waves of electromagnetism that's coming off of this sunspot. It's not directed totally, full on in the direction of the Earth, but, because it's cleared its wheels a little bit, it could actually be pushing out a little bit wider. And I would have thought that will be here in, so we're the 4th today, around about the 7th or the 8th. I would have thought maybe even the 6th, the late on the 6th, the 7th, because it could be traveling quite quickly. So we will have to wait till the ISWA sort of updates itself and so forth. But generally, I would have thought we would be looking at an impact that's coming in on that section there. Let me just show you another thing as well, which is the D layer. Now this is the radio wave impact upon the Earth, and as you can well see, this was earlier on in the day. As we go further on in time, we're coming up to that eruption. You can see the timestamp possibly down at the bottom left here, down in this section here. So this is around about sort of like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. If we just speed it up through time a little bit and make it go a little bit faster, as it were, we're gradually getting towards, and it comes across the root chakra. And you know, the root chakra and the crown chakra is the same chakra. And here we go with the eruption here as it's coming through now. There it is there. It's literally banging on the root chakra. And it's reclaiming that sort of root chakra that I was talking about in the energy update, and how the root and the crown is actually the same chakra, and it's bringing the consciousness back down to very concrete things more than anything else. So it's got this, you know, it's definitely bringing us back down to earth, as it were, with this new eruption. And that's it's like everybody, you know, we all have these moments of just pure clarity in our lives, where we understand something. And within that pure clarity, afterwards, it's kind of going, okay, so now what do I do with that? And this is where we can start constructing something that is far greater for us in the going future, because we're consciously applying ourselves, and it's applying that joy and that heart chakra in it. There's going to be more coming up, because I want to be seeing what's happening on the Israel. That'll probably be coming out in tomorrow morning, as it were. But just as a heads up here, make sure you sort of looking after yourself. You may feel a spike of activity, making you feel a little bit more sort of electric and so forth. If you've got heart conditions, obviously look after yourself, because this is the time when it can sort of it can affect those heart conditions with the eruptions of the sun. So yes, make sure you look after yourself. As always, the moment you know that the frequency that's coming in, the vibrations that's coming in, you should be able to just ride through it quite easily, because you can counteract that rhythm within your own energies, within your chakras and your aura. And you'll be able to see that on the Astroflower as well. I will see you soon. Thanking you very much for being here, for subscribing, liking and sharing. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.